Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the NECA Ultimate Chucky TV Series Action Figure Holiday Edition. So, NECA has a history of reusing parts of figures, or sometimes reissuing an entire figure with a new paint scheme and maybe some new accessories to release a new figure. And that's not really a good thing or a bad thing. It's just part of the business. It's a cost-cutting measure for making new figures, and I get it. Other companies do it too. It just doesn't always appeal to me. Like, for example, if there's a Xenomorph, and they make a brown one, and then a blue one, and then a red one, and then like an 8-bit color scheme Xenomorph, I don't need all those. Now, in the case of this is the same Chucky body as the previously released Chucky TV series figure. And it comes with 3 of the 4 heads that it came with. But it has a new paint scheme, and lots of new accessories, enough to me that it justifies its existence as a new figure that I quite like. So let's go in for a closer look. This is a very episode-specific figure. It's from the Season 2 season finale, when Chucky, spoiler alert, kills Lexi's mom. And the outfit is the same outfit as before, but it's covered in red paint. That's supposed to be blood. And it looks pretty good. It's appropriately mostly on the front, on the chest. You get a little bit of it as you near the legs. But the head is the same, one of the same heads as before, but it's got a new paint scheme. And I really like the paint that's happening on the face. I think the red dripping down the cheeks and on the forehead look really, really good. But you take the hat off. It's not sculpted to a specific spot in the head. It's just like a rubber thing that kind of plops on, but you can see the hair looks pretty good. And the hat is all nice and bloody too. You can go on it whatever angle you want it to. There are 2 hats here, almost like a before and after. They both work. We'll go into all the accessories in a moment, but I just want to show you guys that hat as well. But I do like the bloodier version more. As you can see, there's a lot of accessories here. Accessories specific to 2 different kinds of Chucky. There's Chucky from the Season 2 finale and Chucky from the Christmas promos. So you're essentially getting 2 different Chucky figures, or 2 different ways to display this figure. If you're going for the Season 2 finale look, you're going to need the chainsaw, which I do think has a nice sculpt with some good details to it. I like the silver paint for the teeth, but it is curious that it is not covered in blood the way his body, his head, his hat, and even his safety glasses are. I'm not mad about it, but it is interesting that everything else is covered in blood, but not that. Speaking of the safety glasses, here are the safety glasses before he kills Lexi's mom and during and after. I do like that they included both, but obviously I prefer the bloody one. Speaking of bloody, the figure starts with relaxed palm, bloody hands, but also comes with bloody grip hands. He also comes with a classic steak knife, you know, for murdering. And to grip that steak knife, we have a pair of unbloody hands. These can be used with the holiday promo version with the sweater. Speaking of the sweater, let's just take a closer look at that sweater right now. It looks good. It looks like just how it looks when used in the promos. It has a Velcro in the back, so you can put it on the figure without trying to pull it over his body. Here's the clean hat, which I kind of already showed you, but here's another look at it. We also get some really tiny little accessories. We get this little coffee mug, which he is rocking in the promos. I don't think it says Chucky in them, but I like that it says Chucky on this one. He also comes with a glass of milk for use with the tray of cookies, and this little tiny cookie, which is really little, and I like it. It's a fun accessory. The only drawback to this is it's meant to be used with the promo version of Chucky, you know, sitting by the fireplace, eating milk and cookies, and the cookie doesn't fit into the wide grip of the clean hand. It actually only fits into the tight grip of the bloody hand, which is a weird choice. I wish the non-bloody hand had a tighter grip too, so it could grip the cookie. But you don't have to use that cookie accessory with that specific Chucky figure. It's a toy. You could do whatever you want with it. Here's just a closer look at the Chucky heads. We've seen these heads before with the previous figure, but I do think the paint on them is really, really clean. And lastly, we have this little naughty list with Lexi and Jake and Devin's name on them, which I think is a nice little accessory to include. Here he is in the complete Season 2 look with the chainsaw and the bloody safety glasses, and I gotta say that, like, Chucky with the chainsaw down or Chucky with a chainsaw up, whichever way you display him with that maniacal smile and all the blood painted all over his body. Chucky with a chainsaw just looks cool. It is worth pointing out that the way the glasses slide onto the face is you're just sliding them into a slight gap on the sides of where the hair meets the head, and my particular figure, the gap here is pretty tight and required a lot of effort to push the glasses all the way in. Here he is with the knife in his hand, kind of classic, with the clean glasses and the clean Santa hat on. I wanted to have him grip the naughty list, but none of the grip hands are tight enough to like pinch the sheet of paper. I'm very happy to report that putting the sweater on was super easy, and I gotta say I love the way he looks with the coffee mug and a little tray of cookies. It is worth pointing out that not only does he not come with a hand that's tight enough to grip this sheet of paper, he also doesn't come with a hand that's wide enough to grip this glass of milk. I think this is a really crafty figure. Let's say you're trying to design a figure that's 2 figures in one, and you want to do the 12 Days of Christmas promo video of Chucky, the Chucky sitting by the Yule log. Well, you're already committed to the blood-splattered paint design of this figure. But if you include clean heads, clean hands, and a soft goods sweater that goes over and covers the blood-splattered torso, now you can do a clean and a bloody figure, and I think that's really crafty. Also, based on some of these accessories, you could achieve a third figure if you have the first Chucky TV series figure, because they include the clean hat and the clean glasses. But if you're going to do like the chainsaw version of him before he kills Lexi's mom, like the clean version, even with the clean glasses and clean hat and a clean head, you still got the bloody torso. But you could put those onto the first Chucky figure, which did have a clean torso, if you have that first Chucky figure. I do think it's cool that the parts are swappable, so if you have the first figure, you could achieve a third look. And the fact that this figure can achieve so many looks is pretty awesome. I also love horror and holiday stuff, so like having a Chucky figure that I could put on display that's horror-ish during the Christmas season is awesome. But also having a Chucky figure that is episode specific, that is scene specific, I love that kind of stuff. And also I just love Chucky in general. Like if NECA makes Chucky figures, I'm gonna get them. But I think this one has a lot of thought put into it for a repaint, for all the accessories, and I don't even like soft goods, and I think this sweater really, really works, and I like this figure a lot. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this figure, and if you want to be up to date with all my latest reviews, be sure to click subscribe.